everybody, welcome back to Talking Wolves and welcome back today to a match preview, a Europa League match preview, as well as Wolves are going across to Turkey to take on Turkish giants Besiktas in our group stage game, our second game of the group stages. As always, guys, if you enjoyed today, please hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel and let me know your thoughts on the match and your score predictions in the comment section down below. Of course, Wolves now will be really hoping to get their first 3 points in the Europa League group stage after an opening game defeat to Braga. We lost out 1-0. And I think plenty of us were disappointed with that, with it being a sold-out Molineux, such a big spectacle. And for us, to be honest, as favourites, we did expect to win that game. And it came in a spell where we weren't playing our best football. We looked a little bit ropey. But I think this game against Besiktas is coming at a right time for Wolves. We just come off the back of our first win of the season in the league against Watford. A positive performance against Crystal Palace at times. And we've come into this game at the right time, I think, for more reasons than one. So, in terms of Besiktas, we're going to have a football fan from Turkey, well, Englishman who follows Turkish football, giving his thoughts on it in a minute and giving us a really good insight into Besiktas and how they've got on this season so far. But after our defeat on the opening day against Braga, Besiktas also lost out on their opening day to Slovan Bratislava. And I think that put a spanner in the works for both teams, really. I think plenty of people, plenty of neutrals would have expected Wolves and Besiktas to top the group. And of course, at the moment, I think those two results sort of went against what everyone was expecting, really. So with Bratislava and Braga taking each other on, both of those teams have a chance to take advantage and go potentially 3 points clear at the top of the group. I think in terms of a result for Wolves, a draw would probably be best in that game, as long as we can get a win tomorrow against Besiktas. Now, Besiktas are a very strong team. They were probably one of the teams that everyone expected to do quite well. And for them to lose, it almost now makes this game quite important for us to get 3 points in, if even more important than what it would have been before. So in terms of a team for Wolves, I think this season, of course, we've tried and tested two formations. And the one for me, I know we haven't really used it most, but the one for me this season already so far that has shown more attacking impetus and more threat going forward, I think Wolves have got to go with the 3-4-3 formation, or the 5-2-3. We used it against Watford in the last game and I thought it worked really well. And even in the first half against Palace, I think it was great and we looked our most threatening then. And I still question myself to this day why Nuno changed it, despite going, you know, although we were 1-0 down in sort of the 55th minute of that game, we still looked so strong with that formation. So for me, I'd go with the 3-4-3. Now in terms of lineup for Wolves, it's got to be Patricio in goal again. Back three is going to be an interesting one. Of course, Romain Saiss came in again against Watford. And I think Wolves can afford to potentially play quite a strong team in this game. I know we're going on to an international break, so a core amount of the first team players after Manchester City, which is going to be an extremely tough game as well. Is it winnable? What's more winnable? What are the club going to prioritise? In my opinion, they are going to prioritise this game against Besiktas. So I think it's going to be a full-strength Wolves team. Bolly, Cody and Saiss, possibly Bennett in for Saiss at the back. Full back options, I think it's going to be Johnny and Doc again. Doc was back to his best on Saturday against Watford and looked great. Midfield's quite an interesting one, but I think Dendoncker and Moutinho worked quite well for me. I did like that too. Possibly Neves coming in for Moutinho, but definitely Dendoncker alongside someone. I think Dendoncker offers that presence, that pressing, and that strength, and that just body in there, extra bit of height in there. And Moutinho just oozes that class. That, you know, the passing range from him was sublime on Saturday, so I think that's what he offers. Adama on the right, I think Neto on the left, and possibly Catroni or Jimenez up front. I thought Neto was great on Saturday, and of course we never like to see a player injured, but with Jota's injury, I think Neto could take full advantage of that. So it'll be interesting to see how they all get on. We're going to move now to the forwards of Besiktas. We're going to be getting a little bit more of an insight on them. So here are the forwards of Matt. He's given us a great insight into Besiktas, what we can expect, their key players. So big thanks to him, and I'll make sure I leave his links in the description down below.
My name is Matt Mallion, and I work for Football Radar, a football analytics company, and I cover the Turkish Super League. And Dave contacted me asking for some insight into Besiktas and what to expect on Thursday night. They've had a terrible start to the new season. 6 games in, only won once, one place above the relegation zone, having taken 6 points from their opening 6 games. They're in a massive transitional phase at the moment. They got a new manager in the summer, Abdullah Avcay, formerly Turkey manager in 2011 to 2013, and a manager I rate highly. He did wonders at Istanbul Basaksehir, getting them promoted to the top tier before, in the last 4 years, getting 4 top 4 finishes, finishing second just behind Galatasaray last year, playing some great football along the way. So he's a top manager, just not working out at the moment, but I expect that to turn around over the coming months. In terms of style, they play 4-3-3. Avci is very much a possession-based coach, very patient, likes to keep the ball, likes to play around the midfield and the back four, no problem with going back to the defence, waiting for an opening, usually like through balls into the wide areas in behind for cutbacks. That tends to be their style. So expect to look for that tomorrow, but as I mentioned earlier, it's just not working at the moment, but I'm sure with time it will come. So some of their key players to look out for on Thursday: Burak Yilmaz, the legendary Turkish striker, 34 now, but still sharp as ever, still scoring goals, over 200 goals in Turkish football. He's a massive threat, so Wolves need to keep an eye on him on Thursday. He only needs half a chance and it's a goal. Very, very clinical, great movement. He's not as quick as he used to be, but still, half a yard is explosive, and that's all he needs. He's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Adam Lajajic, very, very good number 10. Can play off both feet. Incredible set piece taker. He was very close to signing for Man United in, I think, about 2012. Actually, there's a famous picture of him with a Man United shirt next to Ferguson, but for whatever reason, whether it was medical or something went wrong, but it didn't go through. But that shows what a talent he is. He's a top player. For me, Besiktas is his best player, so I imagine Nuno will be looking at ways to stop him, because everything goes through him in the 10. But as for my prediction, the Vodafone Arena, the Besiktas Stadium, is an absolute cauldron of noise. I think it holds somewhere between 50 and 60,000. It's genuinely the loudest ground, I think, in Europe. Wolves players and fans are in for a fun night, let's say. Expect whistling whenever you're on the ball, and just them to make it hell for Wolves players, basically. But if you can adapt to that atmosphere and thrive off it, then there is absolutely no reason Wolves can't get a result on Thursday. I think Wolves are a better team. I think they've got better players. It's just about dealing with the trip, dealing with the atmosphere, and then if they can do that, there's no way Besiktas' back four is handling Jimenez, handling Jota, handling Traore, in my opinion. So it's there for the taking, and it's up to Wolves to go and grab it. Cheers guys, and good luck on Thursday.
So tomorrow is going to be an interesting one. Group K, we're sat in 3rd place, and I'm really hoping that we can get a win today. As I said, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on what you think we can expect from this game, and we'll be back after the game tomorrow giving my match review. As always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm sure I'll see you all very, very soon.